Alright, so let me just start this off a little bit. So today is basically just going to be me playing some kind of obscure roguelike game. Or obscure cover ones, like, mainly because I don't think it got much attention. But, this is one I liked. I actually fucking, at one point, destroyed this fucking game and got, like, top 10 or something. Actually, I used to be, like, top fucking 5 or 4. Actually, I fucking broke the game and got like fucking 4 for something last, like, when I used to fucking just destroy this game. Dropped down quite a bit, seems then. First, you can tell this guy is a fucking cheater because it was physically impossible for someone to get a trillion in this game. There's no way to do it. But I suppose. Now, what's cool about this is you got like you got all this passive shit here. That basically it's basically like a permanent passive effect to start you off with. Like all these things do different shit. Like, orcs do more damage the more health you're missing. So you can basically be a glass cannon or a risky player with that. You realize it? Golem's good for basically dealing with enemies that basically like only occasionally hit you. Like it helps with like it helps if you're good at dodging because of the fact that like after 6 seconds it gives you its maximum bonus and you pretty much get like 30% damage reduction. So it's kind of good if you're only getting hit every now and then instead of just getting hit rapidly. But rapidly it still would provide a little bit, at least a little bit of protection. You got this motherfucker. This one's risky as shit, actually, because, I mean, sure, you're regenerating 4% of the damage you take in a second for, like, over 20 seconds, but the problem is you're taking double damage, so basically, while that does mean you're gonna have fast-ass regeneration, if someone power shots you, you're basically fucking dead. But there are some nicer ones. Oh, this one. Centaurs are like fucking like if you perfectionists like passive bonuses, like you get like extra healing, extra armor and knockback. But like if you take damage you lose, but you get debuffed or something. Then there's like things like you know, Ifrit, which is like I guess a retaliation one. Shade, which just fires random projectiles everywhere. This one is one of my favorites, the Wisp. It makes it so your health packs give you a bit less health, but you get more double modifiers. You get multiple modifiers on your runes and shit, which is actually kind of nice, actually. Always liked this one. And Spirit was the other one I used to use a shit ton of. I remember, like, actually, I got my top 10 score using Spirit because Spirit was fucking bullshit. Because phased basically means the only thing that can hurt you is environmental hazards for 1.5 seconds. And just having high cooldown abilities and just power shotting every now and then is kind of nice. Never used Dwarf. But yeah, like these all like suit various playstyles. I think these two I got from hidden ones or something. But I used to use like fucking Mystic, Rogue Magus, and like Druid. Like the other ones really seem that ideal. Oh well. Rogue Magus time. I guess I'll use Wisp. Personally, I am a bit. I like to play these games and I'm like careful with these. The trickiest part is just sounding like what starting spell, because like all these are fucking good in some way. Earth Spike's good for prediction. Water Droplet's just good for keeping enemies away from you. Kindle is literally DOT. It's just extra. It's just raw damage. Airwave is not more knockback, but less AoE. The Nightbolt I never liked. It's just an easy hit basically, but the only like thing it's selling it really. And Mind Spike's good, but it's slow. So it does like low average DPS, but it has like a pierce or something. You got shit like Chaos where it's like good rate of fire, good damage, but unpredictable projectiles. Magic Missile. I guess I'll just Yeah, I'll start with good old Kindle. Actually, Mind Spike is usually better. This is how the game looks. Not too bad. What makes it kind of different? Like, it's always good to like break all these crates and shit. Because cool thing about this is everything will drop something basically, including destructibles like that rune I just got. Hey, allow me to explain another fucking thing about this game. There are 285 fucking spells. There we go. Now I got a good set going. I basically just got, since I got entropy this time, I'm basically just using it as like a fucking harassment weapon. And if I run into something with it, I hit them with it. I'm not expecting it to hit, that's what the Mind Spike's for. But if it somehow plays in my favor, then yeah, always good. That's right, because I have Wisp, I think my health packs like come to me pretty much. Problem is, when focusing on one specific enemy, it doesn't help. That fucking FOP shot isn't really good against that. All I can make, really? Cloning. Brings ass. I got entropy shot, which is just good for fucking crowds. Alright, I now have another entropy rune. This is why I like Wisp, because you just get like double bonuses on, you get like these better modifiers and shit. Like that shock rune gives me extra projectile speed and like damage if I make a spell out of it. This one gives extra duration and speed, which is good for slower ones. And this one has extra cooldown reduction and knockback on it, which is nice. Now, what I can probably make is I could try making Unknown, but I can't do that until I get like a special like combiner. But these ones I can easily make. In this case, I'm replacing that chaotic item with basically double lightning. It's basically the same spray radius, except I get one extra projectile, and it's also a lot more damaging. Instantaneous. Good. You see? Better in general. Just really good for clearing that shit, pretty much. Now, with what I got right now, I can probably make a fair deal of things. Like, if I wanted this to be my auto fire, I could, but I want to go for efficiency, pretty much. So, personally, I want something that will complement the 0.1 global cooldown shit, pretty much. Here's none of these actually do that. Tracer, but Tracer's ass. Oh, I'll just hold on to it, I guess. Could just do this too and just machine gun it. Alright, what can I do now? Want to make sure I have options here. Nasty. Bet it's not what I want. Type of shit. Yeah, chain lightning. Good one. But I don't want to waste. I don't want to have pure lightning. If pure lightning, it's gonna long run. Got to be something that will last. Pretty much. See here. I guess that's unfortunate that none of these will last very long. Another cool thing I can do right now is I can just beef up my shit. Lightning. That thing does 9 damage a hit. Pretty good. Matters more right now is just getting these in the portal. Fuck you, Wind Mage. Good. Now, this is the cool thing about events. I can get like extra health, runes, or knockback. In this case, I'm getting extra health because I need it. But it's pretty good when it occurs. Break all these things. What can I make here? Some of these are pretty good. I just need like a good option, like a good combo right now. I want like a damage and cooldown one or something. That'd be pretty fucking good. See, after picking up health, negate the next hit you receive. That's basically extreme damage reduction. Get health after a certain amount of kills, have knowledge of runes. That seems kind of garbage. That one seems a bit useful, but not quite. I'm gonna get soul absorption. That way, if I find any of those things where I can basically move health for like an hour or something, I can basically do it. I also should probably just explore everything. This is not one of those games you just want to rush to whole floors and shit. I mean, there's not many floors to this game. It's like 10 or something, I think. And it just wouldn't be smart. You never know. There's like rooms like these where you have like a bunch of crap that you can break that might have like runes in it. Alright, here's a cool thing. I have 4 of these now, so now I can forge this into a triple and basically try to make something new. Craft is already discovered. Nothing that good, so I'm against it, I guess. Oil spill. Here's I have a duration. It has a cooldown of 5 seconds. I guess I can burn to it. It seems like it improved the slowing effect, the amp duration. And it also has DOT. Not too bad. Doesn't do quite a lot. Guess I can't blame it. It's not really that type of like it's not exactly damage. More or less, Burning Heart, what does that do? Extra bonus damage and master projectiles. That'd be cool. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage to them. I guess it's good because it makes critting like a lot easier, I guess. A tiny bit of slowing definitely probably helps. Guess this is definitely not going to be my source of damage, if anything. Now, I just got something really bullshit. This is a supernova and it does a shit ton of damage. Yeah, it does so much damage, I'm gonna just upgrade it now. Got my slow beam that basically does a slight amount of damage. I got my good shit pretty much. Actually, increasing dark levels would increase this, and I guess Miasma. Don't really have anything that uses haste, but light can be boosted. You know what? Dark level. The extra dark level increases DOT and probably a few other things. In this case, it increases amplifier, I guess. Actually, technically, there's a trick I can probably do here. If I have this here and I use Rogue Magus, I can basically do shorten cooldowns. Ease, pretty much. Easy like packs. Gold nuke. Alright, here's a cool thing. I can get extra cooldown reduction, which is actually really good. Like, there's like 3 really good things here. Scavenger's good because like just extra drop chance of crit speed, more power miss, which like and some shit. Good like attack power. But that leveled up, so yeah, that was the level up. The state event gives me like health. Alright, let's see. Earth or water, 4% cooldown. 4% would be good. Speeding up this and this is probably really good. Like, I mean, that's only shortening off like a millisecond for this double lightning, but kind of good. I want all my abilities to have shortened cooldowns. Especially this one ability I should get where basically if I kill any humanoids characters, I basically get like 1 HP or something. There's like 2 more rooms I have to go through. I have to have like 124 is my max right now. That's actually pretty good. If I reduce the cooldown of my class ability by 7%, I can basically spam my ult even more and also get an extra lightning strike in every. Get a 5% chance to take half damage. Better actually. You know, I could smash a bunch of combiners and basically get like XP, but they're always worth it. Let's see here. I think Volcano is pretty good. It's like a constant, like, it's like a large scale fire damage thing. Now, undiscovered wise, I can get probably something interesting for a combination. I don't like that one actually. Useful. Caster has this is not good in my opinion. Gotta be like one more room. Nope. Always one more room. There's literally always one more room. Like, this fucking game always likes to generate like a shit ton of extra rooms. Fine-tune the accuracy of that. Here, you can get extra speed from crafting in general. Getting basically has to get damage reduction, which ain't that good. Ain't too good either. Center is probably good. I'm just gonna craft a bunch of kinetics, because kinetics are fucking garbage. It's just there to generate XP, really. That's just my personal opinion. Well, I just don't like the kinetic runes. They don't really provide anything of use, really. things are really loud and obnoxious. Important to cool down this, I guess. Right now, I have Rune Drop, I have Scavenger, I have Class Special. Better. Runes are always fickle sometimes. Yeah, this is getting kind of fickle. Kind of shit I'm getting very much. Alt one's probably good because that's an ultimate, by the way. Supernova is literally an ultimate, so like because of that, it will basically lower this by like 5 seconds, which means it instantly refreshes all my spells and pretty much makes my class ability lose like a third of its cooldown. Which is actually mad good. Seems like even with like the bias reduction on this like spell per much, like, I've reduced it by like 7%, like 7 degrees or something. Kind of a bit more straightforward in hits and range, I guess. Comes to like I guess dealing with accuracy. Still was kind of lacking. And 5% armor. A better reward than most shit. At that point where my guy needs help for much. Range of that is basically just gonna make it so like it. Like, in case you're wondering why I'm putting like stone, like earth runes in there. It's just the fact that like when boosting supernova earth runes, it basically makes it so like the minimum range for maximum damage basically increases. So, pretty good. That ain't too hard. As long as I'm like careful about my ult usage, it'll be just fine. Supernova does really well against this guy. It's because of the fact that I can literally kill like all these fucking sprites that are all over the place. Gotta be careful and hope I don't die from this though. Fuck. Oh, that was a good try. I'll give it another shot. I feel like it was probably better this time. Oh, this is a bullshit one. Like Rogue Magus is good and all, but like Mystic basically has like this thing where like you pretty much any like rune level affected like modifiers you basically just increase by 15 levels. It's retarded strong because you can have level 10 runes and all that fucking thing and have it capped out, and then you could just add 15 onto it, do like one cast. Retarded strong because that basically means that that thing's gonna fucking kill anything. Especially when it's like supernova or something, because that basically means an extra 6 tiles worth of range, and yeah, it's like an extra shit ton of range to it, and it basically kills everyone on the screen because it adds like 10 extra damage. Wow. Man. Really broken. Wait. Fuck. Oh. Like, some of them are always all screen and it fucks up the whole thing. Roguelike ain't that strong initially. Mainly because I need like high cooldown abilities. Also, I need like something rapid like this I can just spam. Or it's basically like I end up having to use like an ability that pretty much has like. Someone's gonna just have like one of those machine gun abilities basically. If I haven't one of those, you pretty much like can easily like, I don't know. It basically just helps you with dealing with. Helps with dealing with crowds pretty much. Large number of enemies. Actually, never mind. I can make a fucking double lightning. Ultimate ability. Double lightning is always my go-to. Deal with shit. See, extra health pack stuff, which basically just evens out that one penalty I got. Strikes reduce progress defense by phase for a few seconds, large amounts of health. I think the phased is probably better because that can buy a lot of time actually and save you against like one hits. Like so. I can recreate oil spill, even though I'm not gonna fucking do that because oil spill is just ass. I almost got away for Rune. Okay, now this is a really good one. Basically, this lets my guy power like calls unstable power pretty much, and he literally gets like extra damage and at like unstable levels. I see the cool thing is if you somehow manage to stack it, it's you can literally like it's exponential pretty much. But like if you get a lot of it, you can basically just destroy like a crap ton of things. Need this. It's here so I can just recharge it. Alright, for me to make supernova, I need to get light rune, earth rune. Holy Crusader's good. Basically means like anything I hit pretty much gets any zombie thing or like demon creature I kill pretty much just it's like a pit of fire to damage its enemies. Always good. There we go. Got a lot of mostly useless things. What can I even make with these? I can make a slow effect, sprint, phase missiles, which is kind of ass. For was garbage. Basically nothing good. Really good with this one. I guess extra projectile size would be good. %, increase XP rate or specialization. Both of these gonna be pretty good because if I get this, like, if I literally manage to somehow make this ability like get enough stacks of this to spam it pretty much. I don't have enough cooldown reduction, I can basically just start spamming power, unstable power, and do like 800% or something. But then again, extra experience is probably gonna be better long run. Especially since I'm not that far up yet. Alright, I really gotta do something with these runes. And it seems like I'm just gonna have to keep buffing up this thing. Craftables. To make time bubble. Something basically. Not an easy one. Oh, your other cooldowns by 5 seconds. Good. Good. What I do is I gotta get that, this one, and the class specialization one, and just combo them. While also getting overall cooldown reduction like 4% or something. Problem is those ain't easy to get. Water, what can I put? I have a bit of a dilemma here. The guy needs health. Okay, I'm gonna have to make his orb. Add some extra range to that. Full use of that. The Zorb, I can basically increase the survival rate of my guy. Not by much, though. Fuck. I'm way too rusty at this game. That was only like 10% there. The trick is like the real score, like where your score really increases is basically around like pretty much the last few floors because you can like combo some shit heavily. Try this. With mundane passive, I basically have a 5% increased attack power, 5% right off the bat. Also, I think this is the only one where I can shorten the global CDR. So yeah, like with top of that, like my shit has better density, better bullet speeds, better size. And my guy gets this tiny amount of damage reduction, which is kind of nice too. Good for all sorts of things. Alright, hold on one moment. Like, worth a shot. Actually, you know what? I demand a do-over. Because that was just cheap placement of fucking nodes. Oh, by the way, depending on the like type of floor environment, it also affects how like enemies are. Not by a lot though. Has like a good soundtrack to it. That's not a good combo. Can notice, like, really annoying. Actually, like one of my favorite like abilities in the game, I guess, were like a lot of lighting abilities were actually like really good. You had like double lightning, you had chain lightning, you had your fucking like fractals was really good because it fires like 4 damage projectiles and stuff. I think there was one with. And Windor was really good because it like, especially for that one puzzle with the fireballs going all over the place, because it just helps push them away from you and you can just easily evade. Then there was a water one that was really good. It's like I don't remember where it is. All I know is there's one of these. It was Pike Dance. Basic 24 damage, like spin attack that is easy for like melee builds, I think it was. Actually, if I make a triple combiner instead and then break it, then I can probably get more out of it. If I get that one thing where if I break, I get like bonus XP or something. And there's like something like that. This part's tricky because there's a lot of like fucking chaos mages and these things are hard to evade. It's mainly like the reason why they're harder to evade is just the fact that like they literally spam projectiles in such a way where it's like obnoxious. Doesn't matter now, I got double lightning. There's that ability that's like, yeah, it's really the same rate. Does twice as much damage and fires an extra projectile every time, which is good. Gotta be an event room somewhere. There's always one per floor. Good. Here. Cooldown reduction, ultimate reduction. This would be good. Solid 5% damage boost is always good too. Technically, the exponential power of unstable strafe is really good when you have like a higher base value anyway. It scales better. The more bonus damage I have, the better anyway. I basically have most of what I need to get it. Dark pretty much, and a dark rune I can basically get it. Got class synergy. So I think stacking class energy adds an extra 5 or so. That there. And air level bonus isn't going to do much. That's probably increased the duration of the volcano ability. I'm going to disable auto fire. Hold down left click so I don't have to accidentally fire anything. Yeah, volcano seems kind of underwhelming. Back my side thing for much. Definitely seems very underwhelming as an ability. Like it doesn't even do like the problem is it's breakable. If it wasn't breakable, like if it was just like a lingering thing that like constantly damages nearby entities, it'd probably be better that way. In this case, it's just there to, it's more or less just access harassment. Look, it doesn't exactly do much. Like I tested on that little like bad thing and it pretty much barely did any damage to it. Oh, I still got something out of it. Yeah, it seems like that volcano is just complete ass. Like, it doesn't do anything. Considered effective. All this shit, I need actually decent ability. I think here. Be much. I really need like other like elements right now if I want to actually do anything. Like what I really need now is light runes and dark runes. I don't have any of those. Let alone like an earth one or something to use. It's complicating it a tad bit. Yeah, this is not very interesting right now what I'm getting. Not giving me anything of use. Well, in terms of actual usefulness. Yep, more speed runes, more garbage. There's a different one. Change at least. If I used it, at least can I access better like wind something, or which is probably better because, well, I rather have this because the fact that it has like a really good like benefit in terms of just dealing with projectiles. And these are actually good. Alright, I could get this and wasted effort and potential like moment to get 4% cooldown reduction. But that rune isn't that much. Now, if I was getting it for a number of means, like, I don't know, one of these crates, that'd be a lot better. If I break the triple now, it won't really level me up, so I'm gonna hold on to it until I get that one fucking ability. There's one ability in particular I need to get, which is basically one where I get extra. I think it gives me like I don't know, 30% more experience or something. By breaking combiners pretty much in general. Also the fact that I'm not exactly in need of like an excessive level up right now. There's a rune somewhere. Of course it's entropy. What else would I fucking... Oh, it's Arena. It's probably the better one. Opinion. Damn it. Why have the movement speed for that shit? Well, I'll be right back 1 moment. 5 or 10 minutes. What? No. Yeah, I'll be right back. I am back with pizza. Be continuing just a minute. I don't think anyone wants to hear me too. Alright, ready. Time to continue this. Up the volume slightly. WC. Hear something? Thinking. Yeah, I'm just rambling on nonsense. I would use these other ones, but like a portion of these are not that good. Paladins are like one of the worst fucking classes in the game. And the reason why is because you don't want to get hit in the first place. Because getting hit in the first place basically means you're taking damage that you have to struggle to recover from. The reflecting damage isn't like having damage reflection as an ability is garbage. Now, for a fucking class like fucking I don't know. Duelist at least has some viability. You're not getting hit. You're flinging everything away from you, and also doing a fair amount of damage to everything. And Mummy is just bullshit because you just get 4 seconds of invulnerability. But I don't like that. I do not like that fucking class. It just doesn't feel like fun at all to play. This feels like I'm fucking just cheesing the game at that point. Killing the smaller guys first. Skeletons will come back up if I kill them. Hello.
Hello.
Playing a game.
I can see that. You're playing the Runers.
This game's actually not that bad. It's kind of it gets a bit bully helly in some areas though, especially with the bosses.
No fox.
All right. Because retarded, this thing has like fucking 285 spells.
Nice. Huh.
You doing?
I was watching an advertisement before your stream came up. Seth MacFarlane was apparently making what basically looks like a Star Trek parody.
I think he was doing that for quite some time.
The Orville.
Yeah. Kind of. I think there's already been plenty of fucking like parodies of that like series.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think because you know there's like Galaxy Quest and shit. I think it wasn't one of them. Basically, like they put like Tim Allen in as like the fucking captain or something. See, I think he gets like smashed or something by like a fucking rock golem or something. Because you think it's like a little like rock creature, but it just starts forming a fucking gargantuan like earth elemental pretty much.
Yep. Can't wait to go balls deep inside the dungeon.
I mean, I'm not really gonna be doing much today, so if everyone in that group is basically available, wants to do like a fucking second run.
Well, considering I'm the only one of the validated members that is currently online, I have doubts about that.
Problem with groups. You can never get them all available at the same time except for once a week at most.
I mean, that's the point of setting up a weekly campaign, isn't it?
I would set up a daily one, but that would just blow through the material too quickly.
Yeah. I mean, dailies would be... I don't think doing dailies is actually a good thing.
Never is.
Like not even doing like spontaneous ones are good, because if you wait too long, like people will forget, but if you just do it too early, it's gonna wreck your material. That's what I tried. That's what I tried to do when I was like GMing a Star Wars thing for my friends. I was like, well, we could just do it whenever everyone's available instead of like setting up a schedule, and it was just like it was garbage. There's no way to actually do that.
I managed to do that for a while, and that was mainly because it turned into a daily, and it was just completely pulled out, like, pretty much, like, the setting was just me talking out my ass pretty much in terms of, like, setting.
Yeah, that's why it's never good. Campaigns should have at least some form of preparation.
I mean, it worked for, like, 10 sessions.
That's
Or
because
about, like, a month or two worth of fucking effort.
Pretty much.
It's also because no one was actually trying to play seriously.
This is also probably true. If you want at least somewhat of a like sensible game, you usually would have to make it prepared.
I hate Chaos Bolt. It's so hard to fucking hit one guy with it. Literally, the spell is basically fire like a machine gun as widely as possible, pretty much. The whole effect of it. It's kind of annoying because it doesn't always work.
So, but like, do you think is this a dungeon you think we can actually do at our current level?
Take your time with it, that's all I can say.
If you get,
it's not that big, but it's not that lethal either. Well, it's like, it's not concentrated bullshit, that's for sure. You're not gonna get, unless you sound an alarm, then it's gonna become concentrated bullshit. That's the danger of it. Because since a man fort essentially has its own alarm thing, so pretty much that goes off, you got half the people from the fucking fort coming at you.
So basically, if you get hurt, stop when you need to.
Yeah. The thing is, I have no concrete layout for any of my dungeons. More or less, there's the setting and then there's the random generated layout, but there's always a few fixed things there, rooms that appear in each one pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, you know, gotta have your, like, the outskirts thing was one. That's always, it always starts off like that, pretty much.
Yeah.
Where's my lightning? I need to make a fucking double lightning spell.
Because the guy we were fighting said basically what there's like maybe 40 to 20 people in there.
Around there. Also got Hemomancers. Worry about.
Does that not include the Hemo? Does that not include the Hemomancers?
No, I'm just saying in general. You gotta worry about those and their summonables. True,
but the ones we've kind of fought through recently, they just kind of like folded like paper bags, pretty much.
Well, they're not. They're a back row, and
yeah.
So if you get to them, they're pretty much gonna die. But at the same time, you don't want them to cast anything.
Yeah, I imagine.
Them casting something means death, or getting hit with like a heavy hit pretty much, because they're just using up like health or something.
Well, they have to use their health to do it, don't they?
Yeah.
But they're still casters, and as they're focused, they're pretty much going to crumple.
That's why they have guards.
Well, the guard they had didn't really do a good job, now did he?
That's because he got picked up and used as a fucking weapon. Like, what else can you do in that case?
Pretty much.
That's just a shit situation in general for him.
Oh my god, stop hurting me! I can't! He's using me as a weapon!
Pretty funny. Explaining why your mage has died. Because you got forcibly moved into their face 80 times. I could just imagine, like, the fucking, what was it? The Attack on Titan parody, or basically, like, instead of just eating them, he just fucking, like, torments them pretty much. It's just, like, holding both of them, it's, like, flailing his arms around. While he has, like, one in each hand, pretty much. I hate these yellow bats because they literally... They're such a pain in the ass to hit, they go all over the place. Fucking annoying.
There's a bad moon on the rise.
Minecraft. Good.
I'm also doing... Have I told you apparently I'm really good apparently at playing dominant characters in art and text RP? Maybe I just haven't found the fetish that will trigger my sexual urges. Maybe I'll get emotionally attached at some point.
Now's a need.
Pretty much. Don't. Once I gain immortality, maybe I'll find my sex drive. Speaking of Speaking of sex drive,
Sounds like a shit. It sounds like a shitty story, like for like
Yeah.
for a person's like.
I think I don't know. I think I might. I think I would actually enjoy reading the novel in which a man has to gain immortality to find his sex drive.
It just says like the vampire's new groove or something.
The vampire's new groove. Yeah.
That's probably the best name I can think of on font for it. Actually sounds kind of hilarious when you give it that title. Just.
The Emperor's New Groove had no reason to be as good as it did.
Just memes.
Now it is, but like when it came out, it's really good for no reason.
It's one of those things that shouldn't have worked, but it did.
Yeah. I think, do you know there was a series that came out afterwards?
Really?
Yeah. It was like the Emperor's New School or something, where it was like Cusco still couldn't be Emperor
So they're
because
like,
he had complete
so they're like, oh, okay, let's just try and milk this as much as we can.
pretty much. But it came out like I think like a year or two after the movie, and it was like, why?
Indeed. It's fucking spawning pits. Hate this one.
I mean, Cusco's still a pretty great character, but it's just amazing that they would wait so long.
Alright, in case you're wondering what I gotta do, I gotta fucking close a bunch of portals using props. Or destructibles. And it's not as easy as you think it is. Because you can die really easily from it. Actually, by the way, MK. This is one of those games I broke the fucking high score on. By the way.
Nice.
I think I was like... Someone literally has their fucking username, like, fucking as Deadpool's wanking hand. At, like, fucking 5th place. This game's actually kind of hard, by the way.
Yeah, the runers.
I mean, like... It's just, like, the fact that, like, the bosses can be kind of cheap.
There's a bad moon on the rise. I don't know why. I heard someone like playing that song in one of the dorms when I was walking out to meet my grandmother, and just like I heard it through the doorway, and I just like screamed out in the middle of the hallway. There's a bad moon on the rise. There was no response, but I think like when I was walking by, I just heard the slight "what the fuck." No, why are you fighting fucking nematodes right now?
Those are rats.
Those are rats.
Big ass rats.
Nematodes. God damn, they're using their swarm capability. You can't hit them unless you roll above a 10.
Or just spam lasers at them.
Welcome to the ways.
Fucking bats. Bats are literally the most obnoxious thing because like they can just swarm you and it's. Actually, there was this one really broken thing I found out in this game. If you somehow get enough like cooldown resetting abilities, and you get something called unstable strafe, you can cause exponential damage boosting to the point where you can get to 2,000,000% damage.
Nice.
It's how I fucking got a high score pretty much. Like fucking struck like because keep in mind doing damage it gives you points. So
yeah,
getting a shit ton of damage basically means you're fucking gonna jump your score by like a shit ton. Probably like by like a multiplier's worth. I don't know, like 5 times.
5 times. Like, wow, I can't believe Luminous can be 2 feet tall.
Why do you think she chose it?
I mean, I guess I just didn't. I guess I just didn't read the side on Luminous close enough because I realized it can be 2 to 12 feet, just like Onyx's character can be. But she chose to pick the smallest side of the spectrum, while King went to the largest.
Pretty much sums it up. Sacrifice 10 maximum health or get. I got like one of these fucking annoying level of traits. Basically, you lose maximum health, but you get like either damage or cooldown reduction. And that return is garbage because one basically causes all your projectiles to have slow, but you lose 10% of your damage. And the other one's basically useless. By useless, I mean like useless in standard like RPG logic, pretty much. Because the slow is only like 5% or something. Complete ass. In other words.
Yep. Actually, I'm sad to say, although I kind of did help. Even though I did actually help out with getting him to that rock formation. If King probably did not engage them in combat, we would have left. Just because there was I could not think of any real RP reason for my Drawlian guy to still be there after they explained things to him he has no idea to understand.
All it takes is one crude response.
Pretty much. So technically that last session was me like getting them there and then King keeping us there by chance. So all the things worked out in your favor yesterday, Greg.
I'm just saying, all you have to do is get them there. They'll make it stay that way.
Yeah. That's a good thing I'm around to try and keep that happening, so that way King can then engage in combat to keep us there.
Keep in mind, he'll probably do that regardless.
Oh yeah, he probably will. Especially if
you just need to put him in the direction of something to hate, and he'll go for it.
I mean, we've already seen it with the Basilisk. Now he's just like throwing hands with random draw-ins. I could see apparently. I think Shade was already considered group little sister before I even came here, because even King was like, "Oh God, they just hit the Luminous." Time to throw hands. Mama cleric, group sister.
But yeah, they basically like... Yeah, they were already like that actually.
Yeah.
At least. Fucking double lightning, man. It's fantastic. It's a miracle fucking tool in this game.
Indeed, it looks like it. Yeah.
It's basically entropy shot, which is the machine gun purple projectile thing. But it's instantaneous hit, does twice as much damage, and fires 2 projectiles at once instead of 1.
It's like, yeah, it's kind of what I felt like they were before, but now they've got someone who actually is Big Brother. So.
Well, now you have someone to actually fucking point them in a direction at least.
Yeah, point them in a direction and to be group Big Brother, because that's pretty much my mindset with everyone. So Shade is now officially group little sister to me. But yeah, now you've got someone to try and lead them in standard direction number 1, although I was kind of hype about the beach house.
I mean, now you get a bigger beach house.
One that will take time to be cleared out, because we'll have to dig all the bodies out of the house. Yeah, that lightning arc's like weird.
Oh, double lightning has a 45 degrees cone for attacking, or potential attack patterns.
Oh, so it's random instead of like.
Well, that's because it uses entropy runes. Anything with entropy basically has chance effects or possible like inaccuracies to them.
Yeah, because sometimes it goes straight and sometimes it spans it
But
out.
it also makes them more powerful, though. That's the benefit of it. In other words, all entropy shit is basically strong but unpredictable. I mean, like, if I shove more entropy runes into it, I can basically fine-tune it, at least, to get, like, twice as accurate. But it's usually, I'm probably just gonna save it until I get all my main spells first. There are a couple entropy spells I use.
Enemy bullets are 10 times bigger. God damn, this must be the Viagra stage.
10%.
So Cialis. He's got a dick sword. Like his hand doesn't like move. It's just like when it happens, it just kind of like flings out. The skeleton's like, okay, everybody better duck. I'm about to turn left, and I don't want to smack you with my dick.
Alright, I think I can actually make the one spell that I want.
Oh boy.
Nope.
What is the spell that you want?
I can't craft it yet, unfortunately.
Damn it. Sad face.
I'm missing one fucking ingredient. I'm missing a light rune.
Oh no, not the light runes. You have to fuck an angel for those.
There's like the problem with like spells in this game is there is like something called global cooldown, and basically it just applies to all your spells. So like if you're
using a spell causes others to go on the cooldown.
No, it basically means that like you can't use them until like a certain amount of time. Like the best ones I want are like the 0.1 second ones, pretty much. Right now my guided stones is like a 0.24, and my double lightning is 0.1.
Yeah.
At least this one's going quite a lot better than I wanted to.
Why do you break apart those completely idle rocks?
Sometimes there's shit in them. But only sometimes.
Only sometimes.
So there's no point of leaving them there if they're gonna give me something, possibly.
Yeah, that's what friends do. That's what friends do. Oh god, I'm gonna have to tear over my desktop this next weekend. And like, oh, I'm gonna have to unscrew shit and put it in.
I gotta write like a reader's response by Thursday, and I fucking, what was it? And an art critique thing in like by Tuesday. Fuck. This suck. Fuck, I could just use Sunday and like Monday for that. For it. A relaxed day.
Yep. Wish I had a relaxed day. I have a test on Monday.
Rip. I have a test on Thursday, but it's open book.
I wish
I
had fucking
the book is 40 pages.
What college are you going to?
It's a more lit thing, so it's like, oh, you can look for the story, but you can't use your notes. I'm like, okay, it's a 40-page book. I can easily just fucking abuse this.
Oh, I can't. No, you can't use your notes, but feel free to look at the source material. Like, what the fuck?
Even though the fucking source material is probably easier to read than notes.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
Especially when you already know where everything is.
Like, if I had a choice over, like, notes I'd written versus just having the fucking book
here's the funny thing. I highlight shit in my books.
Yeah. Like, that shit. Yeah, that shit, too. Like, if I had a choice between, like, fucking my notes or just straight up the book they're being made out of, I just go with the fucking book. Go to the green vent. What is that?
That's... Oh, this is... What I just encountered was an event. These are, like, extra XP, pretty much.
Oh.
Kind of like special conditions to him. Like, I might have to keep this guy alive, which is what I'm doing with this one. And then it'll give me a shit ton of XP and, like, possibly a event bonus.
It looks like he doesn't need it. He's got these guys' little barrier going on there.
Like a wind aura. It repels projectiles.
Sick.
But yeah, every time I do this, I get like I'll get like an event bonus, which will be like runes, like rune levels, or fucking base bonuses.
You couldn't hit that guy for shit.
Of course, in my current case, I can basically, it also levels me up most of the time, so I just get like rune drop chance and shit. Do I have enough? Do I have the proper runes yet? No. It gives me proper runes. See what I can make. Oh wait, I can make miasma. Do that.
Miasma.
Or miasma, whatever you want to call it.
Time crisis.
I literally used the dual wield arcade of that.
Fucking love Time Crisis.
Didn't you use it like that? Just dual wield the fucking controls?
I don't think I could do. I couldn't do that on the Time Crisis at the movie theater because it like had separate screens. But I did do it on Johnny Nero Action Hero. And like the little CCs next to in my town. Because that one was only one screen and two guns, so I did that.
Why wouldn't you? Thing. Best thing.
Pretty much, man. It's fucking dual wield, sick.
Brawler stuck in the fucking ground. I hate when they get stuck in the ground, like where they're burrowed, but they're not leaving the burrow. They're just like fucking stuck there, undecided what they're actually supposed to fucking do. It's really annoying when that occurs. There's actually quite a bit of good classes in the game, okay. Fun.
Holy fuck.
Did you bang it out with that one?
Just a little.
He's got a little brain damage from that, probably.
I've always had internal bleeding. It's nothing special.
Actually, what's bullshit? The class I use literally just duplicates the first 2 spells in my like sockets per much. So like basically every 17 seconds I can cast the first 2 spells I have like automatically with no cooldowns. Nice. And what I do is once I get like my ultimates, I can basically shove them on there and basically cast ultimates multiple times. No cooldown inducing shit. Actually works pretty good. Thing is, like every 3 floors, there's basically a boss, and then the 10th floor is it's literally just a boss. That's it, pretty much. I think there's like one beyond that too, but that one's like only playing on like Apocalypse difficulty, which I am. So yeah, gotta deal with that too. Alright, some of these things have very obnoxious fucking noises. I'm just loading up on runes and I have nothing better to put them in. Fuck it, time bubble. The one thing I need. Nope. Never the right one.
It's never the right one.
Oh, you have like nothing better to do right now or something?
What now?
Wondering. A conversation. I literally have nothing better to like say right now. Like, okay.
I mean, you got one person watching your live stream, so I don't think you have to really entertain anyone right now. So.
I just feel like saying like
you don't
starting
like
a conversation, but I don't know what to start with at the moment. That's how like fucking bored I am.
Okay. You can't enjoy the companionable silence. But okay. I mean, I actually am I'm typing back and forth on Gmail to a writer friend of mine talking about her weekend. But other than that, I'm just kind of glancing back and forth at your live stream and thinking of trying to do something today. I thought I was probably gonna do homework later after my Shadowrun game, but other than that, I have really nothing to do for the next like what 5 hours.
Rip. I can say.
I can like maybe I can like load up an emulator and like if I gave you an emulator, you want to play like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in time.
What?
That the arcade game of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the beat 'em up.
I can probably think of a couple of things we could probably play if you want.
I mean, sure, I'd be down for that.
Circumstantial though. I got a question, dude. Do you have Talisman?
Do I have what?
Talisman.
The fact that I said what doesn't would usually mean no.
Well, that's a board game, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, I do not have that.
And it's basically Monopoly, but with RPG elements and even more backstabbing.
Actually, that actually sounds pretty good.
And everyone hates the fucking gypsy. Holy shit.
Why would you hate the gypsy though?
The gypsy is the one fucking class that can abuse the shit out of events in that fucking game.
I love gypsies.
They're basically the asshole of the fucking game.
Like the road.
So see if he goes for Alchemist. No one likes them. I died from fire. I'm just gonna stop this. Today it's 2 hours worth of it. It's enough.